Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Thrifty Divas. It's Theoni here. So this video is something completely different than anything I've ever done, but I just wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm sitting in my car, and where I am right now is outside of the court complex in Suffolk County, New York, where I live. And what I'm doing is I'm filing the paperwork for my son's name change petition. I am hyphenating his last name with mine because currently he has my husband's last name. And I did not take my husband's last name in the end. So I decided that I want to hyphenate it so that he has both. And if you watch my channel, you know he's only 2.5. So he hasn't started school yet. He doesn't have much affiliation in life yet. Although he does have enough for it to be a little more annoying. And I'll talk about that in a minute. So I started the paperwork. There is, in New York, there's like a do-it-yourself database on the court system online, where you fill in all the information and then it prints out the petition for you. It prints out an RJI, which is a request for judicial intervention, and then it prints out the order, the preliminary order, and then it prints out a form for consent from the other parent. If the other parent is on the birth certificate, you need the other parent's consent as well. Now, I just want to make a side note. I was talking to one of my students the other day, and she tried to do this a year or so ago, and she was telling me her experience, and she paid the filing fee, she saw the judge and all this stuff. Her daughter at the time, though, was 10 years old. And when the child gets a certain age, and apparently 10 is enough, the judge will ask the child their opinion, like their preference. And in my student's particular case, her child's father was deceased. He had died in an accident, so she wanted to change the last name to hers, again, for just ease. But then I recommended to her, I said, how about you ask your daughter if she'd be willing to hyphenate it? Completely understandable that her daughter didn't want to give up her father's last name, you know, if that's like all she had left since he's deceased. But anyway, so I just wanted to do that little side note, that if they are older, the judge will actually ask the child their feelings on it and take that into consideration. And if the child doesn't want to, the judge will usually respect that and not grant the order. So I had to have the petition notarized, so I went and did that. Then my husband had to go after me. It had to be after I did mine. He had to have his parental consent notarized. And the reason why it has to be after me is because on the parental consent, it actually has the date for basically when I notarize the petition. So that's why you need the date before he can notarize it. So we did that. Then I needed to make photocopies of everything, so I drove 20 minutes away. My mom's house is, well, further than 20 minutes away. My mom's house is about 25 minutes away. It is halfway between my house and the courts. And I went to her house to photocopy all my paperwork, and then I realized I forgot one of the papers. So I had to drive the 25 minutes back to my house to get the paper, and then drive like almost the hour to court. So here I am. Then I go up after all that insanity. I go to the court and I go to the clerk, and then I see a sign on the window that says we will be closed from 1 to 2 for lunch. And I look at my phone and it is 12:50, and I'm like, so I just made it. And because I just made it, so all my paperwork was in order. They took it. I had to pay $210. They issued me an index number. And little did I know, I was not expecting this today. Little did I know, they assigned me a judge, and I will be seeing a judge after lunch. So they told me to go up to the courtroom between 2 and 2:15. It is now 1:36. I've been waiting in my car this whole time. I'm nervous. I know I'm about to be a lawyer, but I'm still nervous. So anyway, I don't know what else, but so if the judge approves the initial order, which I'm pretty sure they will because my son's only 2, he's not trying to escape any bankruptcy or criminal charges or do anything fraudulent. He's only 2. But so once this is what's going to happen. Once this judge approves this initial order, then they give you the name of the newspaper that you have to publish the name change in this newspaper for 2 weeks. Once that happens, then the newspaper gives you an affidavit of publication that you have to bring back to the court, and then that gets given to the judge. I don't know if I have to see the judge again. I don't know. This is like all new to me. And then once that's all done, the judge will approve the final order, and then the final order is the final order. Then the help desk at the law library here at the Supreme Court told me that then there are separate orders that are like $5 each, no big deal, but probably a big hassle. And this is what I meant by my son has enough affiliation in life to just enough to be a pain in the butt. He already has a passport, my son, because we've already left the country. You have to take these $5 orders. You have to get like multiple ones, and you have to send them to Social Security, the Passport Administration, the health insurance, anything else that's affiliated in his name. I'm sure I'll probably think of some other stuff as well. And the birth certificate office. You have to get his birth certificate amended with one of those orders. So anyway, it's like a 1,000,000-step process, and I did not expect to be seeing a judge today. I'm over here wearing jeans. If I was going to go in front of a judge, I would have fixed myself up a little bit, been wearing some nice clothes. Anyway, I had no idea. So I just wanted to share that with you all. I will put updates now that you know this little thing that's going on in my life. And obviously, in case you're wondering, yeah, my husband completely agreed. That's why he signed the consent form. So he thought it was fine, and he thought it was cute. So my son has a very Greek first name. I have a very Greek first and last name. But my husband's last name is the farthest thing from Greek ever. And I don't know, for ease of me, like with school stuff, with medical stuff or whatever, I just wanted my last name in there with my son. And I also wanted him to have a little more Greekness because he's mostly Greek because of me. So anyway, that's that, and I just wanted to share that all with you, and I will post more videos of what happens after this, because I'm scared. I got about 25 minutes until I go see a judge, so I will let you know. All right, I will see you guys all later. Love you. Thank you for your support. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you soon. All right, stay blessed. Wish me luck, too. Bye.